If you practice in the fields of estate planning or elder law, you're probably starting to see a lot of chatter about getting back to doing live workshops and seminars. And if you're like the gentleman I just spoke to on the phone, you may be feeling a little bit of anxiety about that as you see these ads start to pop up in your community about a free seminar, maybe dinner being served, lunch being served, how to not go broke in a nursing home, or learn more about wills and trusts. I want to talk to you just a minute about that and why I don't want you to feel anxiety about it and why I don't want my clients to go back to holding live workshops and seminars. Guys, you've seen the ads and you've probably heard it from every so-called legal marketing expert in the business that workshops, live workshops, and live seminars are the best way to generate leads and grow your estate planning or elder law firm. The truth of the matter is, that's just not true. It's what a lot of people think, but there are some serious flaws with that business model. And I don't want you to go back to it just because things are starting to open up and you're starting to see some of these don't go broke in a nursing home ads in your market. Let's talk about what happens when you try to grow your estate planning or elder law firm dependent on doing live workshops. The first problem that you run into, guys, is they take entirely too much time and they don't leverage your time. Anytime that you have to present live, you have to show up live and in person over and over and over again. I know because I used to be the marketing manager for a law firm and we did that. We bought into the entire concept of doing these live workshops. And here's what I learned from doing those. First, you have to take off out of the office on Tuesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. And we did them again on Tuesday evening and Thursday evening, and sometimes on Saturday mornings. What does that mean? We're taking the lawyer out of meeting with clients, out of being billable. We're taking staff out of the office. In some instances, we're closing our office, traveling across town or further to meet up with people, paying them to listen to us, paying them with a dinner or a lunch to listen to us. Now, what happens when we actually get the work? One of two things happens. Either we don't have time to do the work during regular working hours, and so the weekends and the evenings are eaten up just trying to do the work, or we have to stop the seminar routine so that we can get the work caught up. And that leads to that revenue roller coaster, a great month followed by a terrible month. This is a trap that most estate planning and elder lawyers fall into because they're listening to this bad advice. They're seeing the ads, they're feeling anxious, and they feel like they've got to jump in and do it as well. But the problem, guys, is time. It is an incredible waste and inefficient use of your time. The second thing is it doesn't attract premium clients that will support a premium fee structure. Now, when we are looking at scaling a law firm to 7 figures or more as a small firm or even a solo practitioner, we have to be very careful with the efficient use of our time, with the clients that we attract, and the fees that we charge, because we don't want to get caught in having to meet with 40 people a week and do 20 plans a week as we turn into a trust mill, or we had this incredible overhead with all this staff just to hit our revenue goals. Because it's not just about hitting revenue, it's about hitting revenue at scale in a profitable manner where you have plenty of margin and your life is actually better. So we have to target the marketing to attract premium clients who will pay premium fees if we're ever going to hit our revenue goals, and do that with margin and profitability. And workshops simply don't support that. And finally, they just don't work at scale. for all the reasons that I just told you. They're inefficient use of time, attracting the wrong clients, and not supporting a premium fee structure. The bottom line is you only have so many hours in a day. Everybody gets the same number. And if you spend an inordinate amount of that time traveling and presenting and paying for people's meals and leaving the office and not doing billable work, not meeting with clients, you can't keep that up. You're going to run into a block. You're either going to run out of time, you're going to run out of energy, you're going to run out of motivation. Guys, I talk to lawyers every day. And so many come to me after they've been on this treadmill and it's destroyed their personal life. They've gone through divorce. They're financially wrecked. They don't have time with their kids. And now they're saying, I don't want to get back on that treadmill. And if you value having a personal life, then growing your practice with something that has to be repeated and travel and you show up live every single time or else your revenue stops, that is a recipe for disaster. And frankly, it makes me angry that all these legal marketing gurus are out there telling you that you should be doing this. That is no life. That is not why you went to law school. Not to end up feeling like a carnival barker and paying people to listen to you talk about the high cost of a nursing home. That's just not the lifestyle that I want for my clients. Finally, if you go back to that now, you're never going to have that law firm of your dreams and the lifestyle of your dreams. If having a family life, if having a personal life is important to you, if working with clients you care about and feeling financially rewarded and having time freedom is important to you, then never go back. We made so much progress during 2020 in bringing the legal field along into the digital age. Now is not the time to throw all of that away and go back to an outdated model that simply never worked at scale and is just a recipe for frustration and stress and burnout. What we need in estate planning and elder law is a completely new business model. How do I know that? Because that's what my clients are doing. My clients have thrown that old business model out the door. They have adopted an entirely new business model, and now they are able to scale their practice to 7 figures, even as a solo or a very small firm. And they show up for their families and their friends, and in their personal life, they are happier. They are more satisfied, and they can be present in the moment because they've adopted these strategies and thrown out that outdated model that never worked very well in the first place and certainly doesn't work now and is definitely not needed. You don't have to sacrifice your evenings and your weekends and work with people at low fees in order to have a law firm. You can have the law firm of your dreams. If you'd like to see exactly how my clients do that, then I encourage you to watch my free training. It's more than what I can go into here in a Facebook Live, but in my free training, I outline exactly the steps and the type of business model that you need to have the law firm of your dreams, the law firm that you deserve, where you have time freedom, where you have financial freedom, and where you have tremendous impact working with clients who need you and value you and clients who you love. So I encourage you now to go register for my free training. There, the link is across the bottom of the screen at www.integritymarketingsolutions.com/essential-workshop. It's about 45 minutes. It just takes 45 minutes to change your business model, to change your life, and to get off of that hamster wheel of stress, frustration, and burnout. Guys, go do it. Go do it right now. Register for that class, and I'll see you there.